Welcome back to GDT Tech Reviews. In this video we are going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best dash cams 2022. So let us get started and the review based on our studies and small research. If you have any personal suggestion, do let us know in the comment section. If you are for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use to for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The Garmin Mini 2 looks positively adorable, with its chunky, key fob-sized design and simple curves. And despite its low weight, you can feel the quality oozing out of this dash cam in its lattice effect fascia and robust plastic shell. Its minimalist design also extends to its buttons, of which there are only two, one to save and the other to mute/unmute the microphone. Don't be fooled by its tiny frame either, the Mini 2 hides an impressive arsenal of features. For starters, there's crash detection, which saves a video following an incident and whips it across to the online Garmin Vault. This is an online cloud service that offers free 24-hour video storage, while users can subscribe for longer storage periods. The Mini 2 also includes voice control, a rare feature in a dash cam at this price. Additionally, a parking guard alerts you to suspicious activity near your vehicle, although you'll need an active Wi-Fi connection and a hardwire setup. I was pleased with the dual USB charger that came bundled in the pack, meaning those with single power points in their vehicles can still charge their phones while the unit records. Colors are generally well balanced and images crystal clear. The sensor that delivers 30 frames per second helps ensure video is smooth. And though there are some hints of fuzziness, mostly at night, this dash cam holds up well even in darker settings. On sunnier days, there can be a fair bit of glare. Mini 2 buyers might want to add the optional glare filter to their wish lists. And at certain angles, that fisheye effect does creep in, but it's certainly no deal breaker. There's also no issue with audio, with the microphone picking up voices in clarity. Even with music playing at medium volume, it'll still be able to carry out your voice commands. The NextBase GPS dash cam arrives in a compact box, which contains everything needed to get up and running. There's the camera itself, along with the GPS mount that also includes a suction pad. You get a generous 3-meter cable too, with an adapter that plugs into a conventional 12 volts in-car power socket. Usefully, there are two USB ports on the outside of the adapter, only one of which needs to be used to power the camera. Nexr also includes a trio of small manuals, numbered 1 to 3, illustrating the steps needed to get the device set up. Considering its relatively low price point, the NextBase GPS dash cam comes with a pretty impressive specification, along with having a decent design and solid build quality. The camera part of the package feels quite robust, and is able to fend off the rigors of being mounted to a windshield or similar location for long periods of time. Nexr states it can record 1080p Full HD, with a 135-degree field of view. The Venture N4 has a fairly high price tag. We'd expect it to be packing lots of features. Top of the list is of course the fact that you've got 3-channel recording, covering not only the front, but also in the interior and the rear view from your vehicle. 4K recording is available, but only if you switch off both the interior and rear view camera, otherwise you're served with 2160p plus 1080p if you opt for dual-channel recording, or 1440p plus 1080p plus 1080p if you want to switch on all three. Other features include a full-color 2.45-inch screen, though it isn't touch-sensitive, and USB-C connectivity for powering up the camera. The camera is compatible with micro SD cards, though for some reason, Vantrue doesn't want you to use Transcend or SanDisk cards. We did, and it recorded just fine, so we're not sure why. It's worth noting that a micro SD card is not included in the box, so you'll have to factor that into your budget, too. As well as thinking about the features that the Vantrue N4 does have, it's worth contemplating what it doesn't. There's no inbuilt GPS, though you can buy a separate unit, and there's no Wi-Fi connectivity for either storing your videos to the cloud or quickly grabbing them from a connected smartphone app. Both of these feel like fairly big omissions for a modern dash cam, especially one at this price. The Vantrue N4 is a very simple and straightforward to set up for the first time, meaning you can unpack it and be ready to drive away in a matter of minutes, especially if you don't intend to hardwire the camera into the car, or hide away the cables from view, which you can do if you prefer for neatness. A tool is supplied in the box. When you first take the dash cam out of the box, you'll need to insert a microSD card. As previously mentioned, Van True advises against the use of Transcend or SanDisk memory cards, instead suggesting its own brand. We only had a Transcend available at the time of writing this review, and all seemed to be fine. The Garmin 67 watts is still a very good dash cam, packing in all of the high-end features we enjoyed in the 66 watts. These include crisp, 4K 1440p video footage, captured in both optimal lighting conditions and on those gray drizzly days, thanks to an HDR, high dynamic range, feature, similar to those found on modern smartphone cameras. As with most dash cams today, the diminutive Garmin will automatically commit footage to a microSD card, which isn't included in the box, when the built-in G sensor detects an accident or shunt. It also records on a constant looping basis, overwriting any old footage that isn't saved by the system, or manually by the user. Interaction with the unit is via 4 small buttons on the side, but, remember, the 67 watts is about the size of a matchbox, so those buttons aren't very big. From here, it's fairly self-explanatory. The buttons deal with numerous in-camera settings, including the ability to turn off the additional forward collision warnings, lane departure warnings and other, frankly distracting, warnings. The screen is only 2 inches wide, so it's great for initial setup, but you wouldn't really want to be interacting with the unit or looking at the screen whilst driving. Chances are, you'll tuck the brilliantly compact 67 watts up near the rear view window, route its cabling correctly, and then leave it. It's so small that it's unlikely to attract the unwanted attention of thieves when parked up, either. Amazingly, the battery life runs for around 30 minutes when power is disconnected, but the camera will try to turn itself off as soon as it detects that the ignition has been turned off. The 622 GW shares a similar chassis with its sister dash cams, the 522 GW and 422 GW. But while the latter two feature a black case with brushed metal trim, NextBase have plumped for a slightly staid-looking battleship gray this time around. It's not the most exciting design we've ever seen, but then again, you won't be looking at anything other than the back most of the time. At the rear, you're greeted with a fairly hefty 3-inch touchscreen that's sizable enough, although you do get some thick bezels around the display. Maybe modern smartphones have spoiled us with their razor-thin bezels, but we'd love to see a dash cam with an edge-to-edge screen. It takes the title of being the first dash cam in the world to offer 4K video resolution, image stabilization to reduce picture vibration from the open road, and waitwords tracking to easily pinpoint your location to within roughly 3 meters. Another key feature is the 622's adjustable polarizing filter, which minimizes reflections for extra clarity, a handy tool that not enough dash cams provide, in my opinion. The unit also comes with Alexa voice control, super slow motion, enhanced night vision and even an extreme weather mode to help with producing clear images in thick fog or heavy rain. As with most dash cams, a parking mode will automatically sense bumps or movements when you're stationary, prompting the unit to start recording. The NextBase 622 GW also comes with 3 months of NextBase emergency SOS service. In the event of a collision that renders the driver unable to get help, it contacts emergency services and can provide health details of the driver to first responders. The NextBase 622 GW recording capabilities are excellent. Video is super crisp and smooth thanks to its 4K resolution, while the image stabilization helps dampen screen judder from road bumps and even the car's acceleration. The footage is lifelike in both dusty and dull settings too, and never seems under or overexposed.